And I think one of your projects is the Green Ribbon, right? How did that come about, Tengku Iman? I mean, how did the Green Ribbon start? Was it with MMHA or how
No,
did that start?
actually, it was actually very not planned.
Okay.
It's just me and my best friend and I. We actually, she's been,
Oh,
uh, sh you know, these past few years, even before Green Ribbon, she has sort of been, supporting me in my mental health work. So she'll,
right.
help me with what to say and, help support me lah to, when I talked about my anxiety in 2019, she said, it's okay to talk about it, even though I felt it, a bit,
Mm,
not a bit hesitant,
mm,
things like that. So we naturally ended up kind of working together. She was at ISIS at the
mhm.
time, the
Okay.
think tank. And
Yes.
then
Okay.
after that, we decided, okay, it's time to start our own group and try
Mm,
and do as much as we can,
mm.
together. So that's how Green Ribbon
And
came about.
and Green Ribbon has grown. Yeah, it seems to have grown and quite a lot of recognition
Yes.
throughout.
No, actually, we're just four girls,
Okay.
still four of us, but we have an advising team.
Yes.
We're in contact with KKM. We have Dr. Anne. Do you
Right.
know Dr. Anne? Yeah, she's
Yes.
great. And then we have Dr. Andrew, who's our
Yes.
policy advisor. Dr.
Yes.
Andrew is at MMHA. Yeah.
Yep. Right.
So
Yeah.
we work a lot with him, and
Excellent.
yeah, we're right now we're helping with the mental health first aid. We're trying to roll out as many
Mm,
you know to as many to make it accessible for as many people as possible, because it's a very
mm,
good course that everyone
mm.
should sort of try and do lah, because it's quite a good
Mm.
general
Yes.
outlook, general. It gives you good general knowledge of mental health, and if for someone who totally has no idea about what mental health
Mm.
is, it's quite a good course. It's a good course, to make yourself more aware on what. Let's say someone in your family is struggling and you have absolutely
Mm.
no idea how to approach the
Mm.
situation. A course like that would help a bit.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. I have to agree, Tengku Iman. Talking about the first aid course, yeah, I work in Solace. We are an addiction treatment specialist center. That's our main core work. Yeah, we work with people who
Yes.
suffer from ketagihan. Yeah,
Yeah.
ketagihan addictions is one of the areas of mental health. So we specialize in addictions. Now, over the last year, since the pandemic, we've been getting so many calls, people
Yeah.
asking for help. Um, Depression, which has led to substance abuse, and then they become addicted and they need help. And as a result of that, we were quite motivated to do more mental health work. So we started doing mental health work in our clinic.
Mm-hmm.
And recently, very recently, I would say maybe about a month or maybe 2 months ago, I thought we should start doing first aid, exactly as you just said, right? And we have an academy. So we got together an academy, started Googling, and we started looking at first mental health first aid courses. And MMHA popped up,
That's
and
good.
some of the work that, yeah, it's
Yeah.
popped up. So, we have the expertise, we have psychologists and counselors and doctors. And I think, as you are aware, Tengku Iman, there's a huge shortage of mental health professionals
Of course,
in the
yes.
country, right?
I just did
Um,
an opening speech for the launch of Taylor's
okay,
master's in clinical psychology, and
right.
to even talk about how short we are. I mean, the
Yeah,
shortage of mental health professionals and psychologists and psychiatrists is just, it's really a lot.
yeah.
We're very short on that, and if we all could encourage more students maybe to take up psychology, and what I mean, it would be
Yes, yes.
wonderful. I even have actually in my team
Mm-hmm,
one of my um, juniors. She
mm-hmm.
just finished her psychology degree, and
Ah, nice. Okay.
she's I took her in. She's with me now. But then she
Excellent.
wasn't really thinking about carrying on, and I said, no, but you absolutely should. You absolutely
Mm,
should. Don't put your degree to waste. So
mm,
she's considering now. She might be you know, pursuing her master's or whatever, which is good.
excellent.
I don't waste
Oh,
that
that's excellent.
opportunity.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. We take in interns very often, psychology interns, master students,
Yeah.
supervise them on the practical aspects.
Yeah.
And you are definitely right, Tengku Iman, there's a huge shortage. We need
Yeah.
more professionals, right?
Yeah. There
Um,
is. And, you know, don't you find it interesting that what used to be such a frowned upon degree, don't you
yes,
think,
yes,
right? If anyone said
yes,
like 10 years ago they're doing psychology, it's
yes.
like, why? Why not?
Correct.
Right? But now it's like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
you need psychology, you need
yeah,
psychologists, you need
yeah,
psychiatrists,
yeah,
it went from something so frowned upon to now, okay, it's really needed.
yeah, yeah. I remember my generation. I mean, coming up from a Hindu background and Indian families, it was either teacher, doctor, lawyer, engineer. That's it. Nothing else matters. Every
Yeah,
other
it's the
profession
doctor.
is not good.
Yeah. Yeah. But now, you're starting to see it's so not true,
Yes, yes. There is a need, and especially now, right?
especially
There's a
now,
huge need.
of course.
If I get my stats correctly, I believe that we have roughly about